Welcome back, Fantasy Family. This is the Fantasy Experts Podcast. I'm Victor Freeze, and you know who it is.
Mari Mars.
You know what I'm saying? We're back.
That's right.
Like we never left.
Never left.
We'll always be here for you guys
Again.
in these time of needs.
That's right.
With this crazy season that's going on.
COVID.
Fantasy Experts.
Mm-hmm.
Got your back.
Back to the house.
Exactly. We got 2 segments for you. What it is, Mariano, tell them the segments.
Start 'em, sit 'em, like we do every week. And then the next one is going to be trade bait. So who can we dangle out there to strengthen our team for the final stretch of the season? So we are almost halfway through the year. And that's what we're going for, is the trade bait. Who can we get to strengthen our team? Whether it's a flex, another running back, maybe it's a backup quarterback, whatever it may be. We're going to try to present some players that you could use as trade bait to get whatever you need for your team.
Yeah, so in case you guys didn't know, this is technically like the halfway point in the season, right?
Yeah.
So we have 7 games left, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to make that push and get those wins to get into the playoff, you know?
Yes, sir.
So these trades right now at this point are vital. And I think the trade deadline should be within the next 2 weeks or so. Right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Depends on the league because your commissioner could change it. But I think standard is like around week 9, week 10, somewhere around there. That's when the trade deadline cuts. So this is an important segment for you guys so you can get ahead of the what's it called? The curve. The curve. Right? Get ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
So that you're only trying to make no last minute trades and it doesn't go through, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But yeah, let's get it started, Mariano. Kick it off with the stardom sit-em, man.
Yeah. So my first stardom, I got Chase Claypool.
My boy.
Shout out to Vic.
My dog.
That boy called it out very, very early in the season. Last week he had 4 targets, 74 yards, 16 points in a half PPR league. So again, he's been rocking and rolling. He had a rushing touchdown the week before. He's going to get his touches moving forward. He may very well be the new AB.
Mapletron?
Yeah, Mapletron. Mapletron.
I like it.
Very well may be the new AB for Pittsburgh. So yeah.
I like it.
Chase Claypool.
All right, moving on. I got one of Mariano dogs as my stardom, DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
You know, he had his coming out party last week. You know, he was riding my bench in another league. You know, that's a different story. We started Damian Harris over him. Ooh, that's a rough
It's okay.
one.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
But yeah, he put up 27 points in PPR last week. And he's going up against an atrocious Atlanta defense, so he should eat again this week, for sure.
That's what I'm hoping.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, I got him in both the leagues, so we need to rock and roll.
Need him.
My second one is Stephon Diggs. So you guys know very well, if you've been following us, that we shit on Miami and also the Jets, right? Yeah, the Buffalo Bills are playing the Jets this week.
Blowout City.
And Stephon Diggs hasn't scored less than 12 points in a half PPR league all year.
Very consistent.
Yeah, if he's in a PPR league, is way more than 12. You know what I mean? So he's been balling. He seems to be the top target for Josh Allen. And I do expect Josh Allen to obviously bounce back against the Jets this week. So.
Even Josh Allen had 2 bad weeks, but he still put up over 20 points. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dude's a stud. Fantasy stud, for sure.
Exactly. Going on to my next stardom, I have Travis Fulgham over there in, I was going to say Seattle, over there in Philly. Birds. They're both birds.
That's right. Bird.
Bird
to the third.
You know, the targets have been consistent for, I think it's the last 4 weeks that he started and he's been getting off. This man has been getting the touches. He's been getting, I think he has at least 40 touches or close to 40 touches in the last 4 starts.
Yeah, that's stellar.
He's been getting over 10 points, which is, I don't know what else you could ask from a wide receiver. I mean, especially in a PPR league, he's getting more.
Yeah.
And we know he could do it. He performed well against a good defense in Baltimore last week. So, if the Eagles are smart, they're going to keep him in the lineup. I was talking to you about this earlier, you know.
From practice squad to balling on Sundays.
That boy is making the most of his opportunity.
Yep.
And if the Eagles are smart, they're going to keep him in the lineup.
Yeah. We'll see.
Hopefully. Sometimes football is politics, though.
Yeah, I think this is Doug Peterson's last shot, man.
Yeah.
You got to finish the season strong if he wants to keep his job.
Mm-hmm.
So, if he's got the right thing going on, he'd keep him in there.
Yeah.
For my next one, I got DeAndre Swift. So we already kind of touched on that. Atlanta has given up the 9th most fantasy points to running backs this season. So since we already touched on that, I'll go to the next one. Atlanta has also, I found this crazy stat that they've also given up the 9th most points to wide receivers as well.
So it's 9th for both?
Yeah, 9th for both, which was weird. I had to double check that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but Kenny Golladay, I'd start Kenny Golladay this week. Really moving forward, whoever plays Atlanta, you got to start them.
Yeah.
They're just a trouble team.
They're playing third stringers, bro. They're so depleted on that team. It's just a bad situation.
Yeah, it's rough for them, for sure.
Going on to my next stardom, I have Robert Tonyan over there in Green Bay.
Okay.
I wrote this before he had a questionable ankle injury. So that's a little bit alarming.
Did you see that? His foot got stuck in the turf and
That's what Aaron Rodgers always complains about that field. He says that field's trash, and he blames his performance on the field too. I was watching the Pat McAfee podcast, and he was talking about. He said, it might have been the field. He's had issues with that field before. He says,
"Okay,
I don't know, A-Rod. He got blown out there." Yeah. But I did like Tonyan when I wrote this.
Yeah.
The ankle injury was not.
I mean, you talk about probably the biggest sleeper of the season, though.
Yeah.
Tonyan came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing about him.
He had a bad week last week, but I don't think it's on him. I still think he's a good tight end, and he should bounce back against the atrocious Texans defense.
Yeah.
Being that he's healthy. So.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. For my last one, I got Teddy Bridgewater. So Teddy Bridgewater is going up against the Saints this week. It's a divisional game, so the Saints may come to play. But this week I really dove into who's given up the most points halfway through the year. And the Saints have given up the second most points to quarterbacks this year. So Teddy Bridgewater this week, I'm starting him, especially if you have a bye like Lamar Jackson this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pick him up if you can.
This is a side note, I don't have it on my list, but Matt Stafford, we were talking about earlier,
yes,
has an extremely good matchup, and we talked about it right here. The Lions are going up against a depleted Falcons secondary.
Mm-hmm. I picked him up.
Don't the Falcons give up the most points to quarterbacks? Correct?
Falcons do give up the most points to quarterbacks, yes.
So Matt
Saints
Stafford.
are second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Matt Stafford is a good side start. That wasn't on my list. It was just came to me right now. I just gave it to you.
Came to you because I showed you my lineup this week.
I have Matt Stafford too, sir.
Okay.
So remember, there's two experts here, buddy.
Okay.
I'll show you guys my lineup to prove it too.
Okay. All right.
I'm starting him.
Put it right here.
I'll go.
We want proof.
I'll put it up to the
Call
camera.
Vic out. We want proof, man.
All right. Going on to my last stardom, I have it's the easy one. It's the gimme. It's the Bills defense going up against the Jets.
The Bulls defense.
Yeah, the Bulls. I got Bulls written down over here. I'm wearing a Bulls jersey.
Got
I didn't. That's totally unplanned. Bulls.
Okay.
Wow. Look, it's a sidekick or something.
Flex on him.
It's an old D Rose jersey I got for $20 after he left the Bulls.
There you go. I like it. It's fresh though. Fresh.
But Jets are bottom in the league of scoring, and that's all I have to say. Bills got a solid defense, and it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That wraps up. That wraps it up for
Yeah.
That wraps it up for this week, you guys. This is week 7, right?
Yep. Week 7. This was a pretty quick episode, so hopefully you guys liked it. It's quick, short, sweet,
Straight to the point.
straight to the point. You know what I mean?
I think the week 9 episode is going to be more in depth because that's the halfway,
Yeah.
like the halfway point of the season. Or we could even do it next week. We could do a halfway point.
Yeah.
Depends, because the way the fantasy season works out, But definitely Stay tuned because there's so much changed within days. Like the Raiders, freaking their whole O-line might have COVID, so stuff just changes so dramatically.
Very, very quick.
This is a season you got to be on shit. Like, keep your ESPN updated. Like, read as much as you can, and just stay on top of stuff.
And what I was kind of thinking, just to preview next week, I haven't even ran this by you, Vic, so we'll kind of just freestyle this.
I like surprises.
And see how you feel about this. But I was thinking about maybe posting a questionnaire on Instagram.
Oh, Q&A?
A Q&A, and just kind of go through. So maybe we'll do that for the third segment. Normally we go start them, sit them, and then we'll do like a questionnaire. Maybe we'll do like a 10-question Q&A and see what you guys think of that. So moving forward, maybe we'll get you guys a little more involved, get a little more personal in your own individual teams.
Put you guys on the podcast, like in a little...
Yeah, exactly. Put your little ad, your handle, and get you a little something.
Make you guys celebrities too.
Yeah. You can put some selfies on there, whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just include your bitch in there too. No, just playing.
Oh, shit. All right, so that's all we got for this week. We appreciate everyone rocking with us. The numbers don't lie. I asked you guys to help spread it and tell other people, and the numbers don't lie. The Stardom Sit-In video had like the most views it's had, close to 100 views. So I appreciate you guys listening to me. I feel like I have a voice amongst the fantasy community.
Absolutely.
That's great. The subscribers have been a little steady, so if we could work on that, tell your homies or whatever, share the channel, do what you got to do. I know I help a lot of you. I say this a lot of times. I help a lot of you fuckers within the week, and you guys don't subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna stop doing these fucking videos if you guys don't subscribe to the channel.
For real.
Stop answering questions. I'm like, y'all gonna be like, yo, bruh, subscribe.
Subscribe.
You
Hook a brother up. One last thing. Shout out to our boy Kevin Higgins. It's his birthday today.
Oh, yes,
I'm
sir.
rocking the Embrace Prodigy. This is his brand.
Yes, sir.
So support the homies, support your friends, and don't ask for a discount.
Nope.
All right, pay full price for your friends, man. That's the biggest thing.
Support your local businesses
Support your local businesses.
The big corporations have enough money.
Exactly. You don't need to be rocking all that Gucci and all that stuff like that, man. Support your friends.
Support your local podcast too.
Local podcast. Hey, can't forget about that, right? Cannot forget about that.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys. It's been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy Experts, we out.
Later.